Welcome back to Penchak Sports Network Vocalized. Tonight is episode number 5 and episode number 2 of the basketball stretch. Tonight is another Q&A. We'll get to know them in a little bit. Before we get to that, we have a few announcements to make. First up, we got the sponsors, a little bit of football, and then All-Star, YouTube, all that good stuff. So first up, for the sponsors, first we have the Selfie Spot AK Valley. The Selfie Spot AK Valley services the greater Pittsburgh area for all your photo booth needs. The Selfie Spot AK Valley can be at your birthdays, grad parties, weddings, school dances, and more. We are your modern-day photo booth, and we can't wait to be at your special day. Mention the Penchak Sports Network for a discount. Text the number 724-594-5538. Check out their Facebook and Instagram pages at the Selfie Spot AK Valley for more info and pictures from past events. And the We Serve First Foundation. The We Serve First Foundation helps the athletes with financial difficulties get the training they need to be successful on the court, in the classroom, and throughout their lives. The foundation has helped almost 120 kids get the advanced coaching in the sport of volleyball. The 2022 AVCA Sports and Ports Courage Award was presented to Tim Toy and the foundation. For more info, go to www.jamthegym.com. We'd love for you to sponsor us. Please go to the website homepage, scroll down until you see the logo entitled Sponsor Us, and the form is there to fill out. So, football, before I get there, I don't have the scores because they are all played the day after today. So, you'll have to wait for the first episode in December. So, I don't have those. I'm not even going to say who played because you guys should already know. The All-Star Classic, December 7th, 2024. Less than 2 weeks away. We are approaching that very quickly. It starts around 3:15. Games will start around 4. Please tune in. I will not be commentating that. We have a special guest coming in. I'm not going to say who it is, but you should tune in. It'd really help us out. But moving on, we have the YouTube Music app. Listen to the podcast anytime, anywhere, whenever, right on the YouTube Music app. Download it in the App Store on Google Play. I know YouTube, when you swipe out, it shows up like a little box whenever you go to a different app. YouTube Music will play in the background. I don't know if that's the same thing for Android and Google. I don't have that phone. This announcement, I made that last year. I made it last episode. It has been official. It was official 2 days ago on Monday. We are, again, the official broadcasting partner of the Kiski area girls basketball. Second consecutive year. So we are excited for that. Okay. We hope to do it one more year, maybe 4 more years. 4 more years. The 4th year again, I don't know about that. That is undetermined. So, before we start, or I guess we're now starting, tonight is a little shorter. I know last episode we had Stephanie come in. Went to La Roche, went to Kiski. That video got a lot of popularity, that episode, so I brought it back again. Next episode is, again, about basketball. We'll dive into sections, players, all that good stuff, schedules. I'll bring back Rob. I know you guys like Rob, so I'll bring him back. We've been 2 weeks without him. So, it's time to meet your 2 special guests tonight. First up, you got Allison Penchak, a current basketball player for the Kiski area Cavaliers. And next to her is Gianna DeVito. She is also a current basketball player at Kiski area, and they're both going into their junior years. Before we move on to the Q&A, I'll pass it over for any opening remarks, anything they would like to let you know about them. Oh, and tonight we have a new microphone. Just got it, and I figured it'd be better for the Q&A, so it's handheld. Introduce yourself.
Gianna.
My name is Gianna DeVito, and I am so ecstatic to be on PSN tonight.
My name is Ali Penchak, or I guess Allison, and I am also very, very excited to be on this PSN podcast.
All right, tonight, same rules apply as last time. 1 question less. We very highly suggest both of you take the question. If you can't come up with anything, you can pass on it, but only do that like once or twice. So, all right, so question number 1. What are you looking for to happen in this upcoming season? You want to break any records, anything like that?
I'm looking to have a better record in section play than we did last year and hopefully make the playoffs.
I really want to make the playoffs this year. We were 6-16 last year for all of our games. Not too good, so I hope to improve that score.
Alrighty. Question number 2. You didn't make the playoffs last year. Would you want to make them this year, and why or why not? Why or why not? Last year you only beat Gateway in section, lost every other one. So would you like to improve that? Because that would be very important.
Yeah, like I just said, I would definitely like to improve that because that is not very good. And I think this year is going to be better. And yeah.
We are in a new section this year, so we're seeing a lot of new teams. So we don't really know what to expect, but yes, we want to make it to playoffs this year. That's our number one goal.
All right. So before we move on to question 3, I'll throw you guys for a curveball here. The numbers. What's the theory behind 14 and 13? Is there any backstory to them?
So no, I actually just picked that number randomly and I don't even know what grade I was. 6 maybe? When did we start? 7? 5th? I don't even know. Did we even have numbers in?
Yeah, in those little jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I was always number 3, but I don't really know what started it, but I just thought number 3 is not my number anymore, and I just wanted to go with number 13. I'm born on the 13th day of August, so it just fit.
All right. So if you do want the scores of the football games, you have to go back to the live play-by-play happened on Saturday. Funny thing is, I don't know how that went. So future me, I hope it went good. All right. So question number 3: What was something you watched someone else do last year that made a change in the way you play? I think that's pretty cut and dry.
I'm letting Gianna answer that first.
Okay, so whenever I was a freshman and I started getting some varsity time, I realized that I was too wimpy. And all these other girls on my team and on the other team had a lot of muscle to them. So I'm starting to gain some muscle and mass. So that's a big thing that I learned from the other basketball players older than me.
I think I saw that a lot of people were way more confident, and so I was like, I need to have some more faith in myself when I play and all that fun stuff.
Question number 4. Going into your 3rd season in high school, how was the past 2 years of playing? At the end of this, we'll probably have more questions that are unprepared because I always like to throw some in there. Did it to Steph last episode. So yeah, 3rd season. What do you want to see?
Someone's coming down. So, the last 2 years were a little bit rough, just because we didn't do that well game wise. Well, our freshman year wasn't that bad. I don't know, but I'm just hoping to win more games this year, especially like Gianna said, in the new section with the new teams.
What was the question again?
Going into your 3rd season of high school, what do you want to see?
Oh,
I totally fumbled that. It was how was the past 2 years of playing?
okay.
And then you also said
That's okay. Okay. The past 2 years, I feel like there was a lot of negative energy, and I feel like this year that's all behind us. Everybody seems very happy at practice. We have some ups and downs, but I think this is going to be our season.
Period.
Alrighty. Question number 5. I know our set looks a little different tonight. We got the banner. We'd like to thank Jim Joyce for that. He got that for us. The mic that I'm not using currently, it was by Tim Toy, the founder of the foundation We Serve First. So, question number 6. No, question number 5. What was one of your favorite memories from last year?
Well, I think we have the same answer, but mine was definitely family dinner at our friend Cora Coleman's house because it was really fun to just hang out with each other before the games.
Before every home game, we would go to our friend Cora's house, and it was just a great way to have each other as company before a really big game. We didn't really always win those games, but that's okay because we had fun.
So if I can get all these mics to work this season, we're gonna have a sideline reporter for on the floor interviews. So you might be featured.
That's good.
So yeah, okay. Question number 6: if you could change one thing to help the team, what would it be?
I don't know. Give me a second.
Okay, a big thing I would change to help our team is getting our gym floor fixed because there's something wrong with it. It's like cursed or something. It's so slippery. I think it's actually pretty dangerous that we're playing on such a slippery floor every day, but it's because of Lunch and Learn. But what are we going to do?
I think we should encourage more. We need more numbers, like more girls. We have a very low, I think there's only 17 of us on the team this year, and a lot of those are underclassmen, which is good, but we still need some more people.
And this isn't something that I can personally change, but a lot of the girls, like the younger girls on our team, they need to build their confidence up, but they can do that themselves because I believe in them.
All right. And tonight, our last pre-written question is going to be, how would you sum up last year's season? In a little bit of context, how would you sum it up? So you can start, you can do just last year, or you can do your whole career. It's up to you. So when you started back in 4th grade.
Wait, what? Wait, so I thought you meant
You can recap just last season, or you can recap from when you started playing the Hoy to now. It's up to you.
Just from last season, I feel like there was just so much negative energy and bad attitudes from everybody, even including myself. So I feel like this year that has changed a lot. And we were in a really tough section last year, and I think we just got discouraged and we weren't really working together as much as we should have, and it was a little rough, but I mean, I still had a good time because I was with my good friends.
Okay, so back in 4th grade, 5th grade, I think, shout out to Coach Klauser. He recruited me, and my mom made me go to these basketball practices, and I was like, man, I hate basketball. And I was always a soccer girl, but now I don't play soccer, and now basketball is a big part of my life. So I am very thankful for basketball because I wouldn't have made the friends I've made today.
All right, so that's the end of our pre-made questions. So this is just to Allie, but back in 7th grade, I think you know where this is going.
I broke my nose.
You broke your nose.
Thank you.
You got anything to say about that, or did that make you learn any? Did you learn anything from that?
Well, actually, that girl just from Gateway just banged her head off my nose, so that was what happened. But it was kind of disappointing because I was playing up that year in the 7th and 8th grade games, and I was only a 7th grader. And my nose wasn't actually that broken. I could have left it, but I mean, free nose job, I guess. Well, it wasn't free, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that was okay. So where was I going with this? I forget. I just forget. Oh shoot, I forget what I was gonna say. Oh, what was your favorite game? Was there any game that you did a lot in that you were proud of? A tournament or something. One game that was your favorite game.
From just last year?
From any year.
Okay, so freshman year we played Woodland Hills. It was a really rough game. I didn't really know what sections were or playoffs because, I don't know, I was just kind of dumb. And we beat Woodland Hills. Everybody was cheering and everything, and I didn't really know what was happening, but I was just so excited to just be there and a part of everything. And this one game, I think 7th or 8th grade, we all went to a restaurant Stacked for a BSA tournament, and I choked on a mozzarella stick. And then my mom was always telling me that when I choked on that mozzarella stick, I played the best game of my life. So
I remember, I think it had to have been like 6th grade, maybe 7th grade. And we went to this tournament. I think we were at Franklin Regional. And there was a concession stand, and we all bought a bunch of candy. And we had a really bad sugar high, like, mid-game. And we played, like, our best first half. And then, like, the second half, we all, like, died. And, like, it wore off. And Mr. Clauser was yelling at us. And then he told us we couldn't have any more candy.
and peach rings were banned.
And peach rings were banned. But, like, it was fun. So that's why I'm, like, bringing it up, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay, so we're not gonna say their names, just due to that. What was your favorite coach, 7th, 8th, or current? Which one taught you the most? I said the same question to Steph last episode. Who taught you the most? Who you think you got a valuable life lesson from? So, you don't have to say their names. Just say what year.
I would say 8th grade year, because this coach would be hard on me, but he explained that it was just like because I had potential, and I realized what he was saying and why he was tough on me, and I've learned a lot from him.
I would say 8th and high school, because 8th grade really taught me what basketball was all about, and high school, he just taught me like how to be grown and mature, and
Okay, so this is a little not basketball related, but when you graduate, do you plan to continue basketball or go for a degree? And if you know what the degree is, what would it be? So, she didn't hear me, but so after you graduate, do you plan to continue your basketball career or go for like a college degree? Like, doesn't involve basketball.
I do not plan on participating in basketball in college. I am looking at early childhood education, so like an elementary teacher of some sort. But, yeah.
so I actually don't know what kind of sport I will be doing in college. I'm undecided, but I will also probably be heading in the education field. So.
Okay, so you guys both do track and field. I know that's what the two do. You do field, and you guys both do field.
She's good.
What do you got anything to say about that? Would you want to? Are you thinking about like, do you enjoy track and field, or no? Just doing it to do it.
I do enjoy track. Like, I throw all 3 events, but I really like javelin the best. But I don't think I like it enough to ever do it like outside of high school. But I do really like track. It is very fun.
Track is probably one of my favorite seasons just because I get to see everyone. But I feel like a lot of people just do track just to like do track. But I actually find happiness in it. And I love just doing high jump and then clearing the bar. Then I just see everybody cheering. That's probably one of the best things about track.
All right, so I'll probably end there. Is there any? Oh yeah, I'll come back to that. So a game was already canceled in the regular season, so we're already messing with the podcast schedule. It was a Wednesday, so don't look at the broadcast calendar because it's not accurate. That I had the podcast planned for Thursday, but the Wednesday game was canceled, so now it should be on Wednesday, but I don't know about that. Any ending remarks? Anything you would like to say to end it?
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me on this podcast.
I just wanted to thank Nate here. He's a great host. And this is some high quality H2O by PSN. I love it. And thank you, Nate. I had a really good time.
Yes, thanks Nate for having us on this podcast. Hello to all those viewers out there. How many viewers do you typically get?
I hope to see you all at the KA girls basketball games this season and at PBG versus Fox Chapel.
Yes, please come to that game because we need to sell a crazy amount of tickets. Be there or be square.
I did want to say something about that. It's not on my. I should probably put that on there. But 300 tickets is the threshold. But it's the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. There's like 4 games. There's a 1 o'clock, I think 3, 5, and 7 o'clock. They start the game off at. They start the day off at 1 o'clock. I forget who ends it at 7. But I mean, if you want to go buy a ticket, but again, not pushing you to do that. But if I might put something out on the channel. You just have to look for buying a ticket. But yeah, we'll bring back Rob, like I said, next episode, or possibly another special guest. But it wouldn't be a Q&A. So, all right. No other words? No. All right. Well, we thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on episode number 6. Have a great day. Peace.